mom. I got my father's eyes. When I first heard that my real parents were budgies, I couldn't look at myself in the mirror.
Thank you very much, very good. Point to Sir Pat's there. Everyone come back. Thank you very much. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Nathan, which category would you like?
I'll go for sport, please.
OK, your category is sport. The answer is 7. What is the question?
How many coffee breaks can Usain Bolt have during the 200 metres and still win comfortably?
Is it the age I was when I lost my virginity? That goes out to you, Father Sharkey.
Is it if he's in a hurry, what does James Bond say his number is?
Is it what should never come after the word Harper to form a girl's name? It's a shocking name, isn't it? Harper 7. It sounds like a Yorkshire bloke trying to say 7:30. Harper 7.
Is it? What is the maximum number of legs a spider can have and still qualify for the Paralympics?
Is it how many million people are hoping Beyonce's baby looks more like her and less like Jay-Z?
Is it the number of times Ashley Cole's going to have to cheat on Cheryl before she finally tells him to fuck off?
OK, is there the correct answer?
Yeah.
Is it, in fact, the number of medals Britain won at the international athletics competition in the last week?
Congratulations, very good. That's exactly right. The answer is 7. The question I was looking for is how many medals did Great Britain and Northern Ireland win at the World Athletics Championships in Daegu, South Korea? Team GB, bracket, plus NI, close bracket, last bit's never written, won 7 medals, meeting the target that had been set by their head coach and finishing in 6th place in the medal table. Did you enjoy the games?
I thought it was great. I mean, it was... we got our medal tally, but the worry is whether we're going to get it in the Olympics. But everybody will run faster in the Olympics. You do when you've got a gang of teenagers chasing you.
Is it how many penises are under this desk right now?
I hate to disappoint you.
Why did Usain Bolt make headlines during the championships?
He was working as an intern at the Daily Mail.
Really? Look at him. Do you think he'd be an intern in the Daily Mail?
Yeah, he's the box ticked.
He false started in the 100 metres and was disqualified from a race he was expected to win.
He would have won at a canter. Why is this changed? Is this a rule change? Why is this?
Because you only get one now. You only get one false start and then you're out.
And the reason is they want to keep it to TV schedules so as they can go to the advert break. So now the choice is you either see Usain Bolt win a world record or you go and see the fat bloke doing the compare ads.
I think people just go on about the 100 metres. This is fetishised, the 100 metres. They can run 100 metres in under 10 seconds. I can have sex in under 10 seconds. Where's my medal? I just all I get is tots and disappointment.
And what offends your wife after that isn't the quickness of the sex, it's the fact that you insist on getting a medal every time.
I'm on the podium.
I want a medal.
It's just because I make a stand up for the national anthem.
Sure, it's not because there's many false starts. Is that not part of it?
You only allow one false start.
That's age, isn't it?
Well, we're back for the relay tomorrow. Okay, so.
Oh, seems to have fumbled it.
Handing over the baton's going to be nasty.
OK, Grant, in other news, what is making a return to the classroom?
School children.
Yes, well, specifically school children. That would be very topical. But, no, what are teachers now allowed to do that they haven't been allowed to do for a while?
Punch him in the face.
That is...
Hit him in the bollocks.
That is... The correct answer is they're not allowed to hurt the children, right? They are allowed merely, Leon has it, separate them if there's a fight, for example. Or, you know, they're allowed physically interact with the children. Punch them in the face isn't specifically what they're allowed to do anymore.
I used to have a judo teacher. He would say he was from China.
Before you start
he would
this,
say,
right?
"Come here!" hand and pull his finger back and smack you on the forehead, propelling you across the classroom. This is absolutely true. And then he said, "Now sit down, you idiot!"
Your teacher was Benny Hill?
Your book, Mickey, you know what you're going to get.
The rest of the day, you would have a great big red welt on your forehead. It's like a badge of
Why
honour.
did your school have a judo teacher? Was that part of it? Is that like, you did maths, judo, English, Thursday afternoon double judo? What's going on?
They've introduced looting now. He was a PE teacher who was a martial artist, a phenomenal. You know, he was the main in China. I think he was top man. So,
What are you, the Karate Kid? And then he was working as a mild-mannered janitor in your school.
Yeah.
In China, he was a threat to the state. Lying low.
I don't know why.
Technically, when you were growing up, the top man in China was Mao Zedong, I think.
I am overdoing it a bit with the accent, to be honest.
What are you
He
using
was
now?
Chinese, and you know, or I've embellished it for comic purposes. So I think a bit more of that in schools. I think I should bring back waterboarding for them.
Bring back waterboarding.
It was a tough school I went to.
Michael Gove said that Gove said there was a problem with kids today because he said most of them can't communicate, they can't use a knife and fork, they can't even go to the toilet. Right, which makes you think he's possibly talking about the House of Lords. Oh yeah, professional football is still open to these children. But he's saying kids today can't use a knife and fork. They can definitely use a knife. Yes, definitely.
He was saying also that young kids, they don't know how to sit and listen properly. I was like, he's obviously never been on a bus between 3:30 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday to Friday, when all kids do is sit at the back of the bus and all you can hear is... I've been to Southampton, but I've never been to Scunthorpe. They know how to listen, trust me.
Who else is going to be teaching? What unlikely figures are going to be teaching in class in
Soldiers.
Yes?
Ex-military. And the advantage, I suppose...
I understand the need to, you know, use violent, heartless bastards to terrify the kids into submission. But don't we already have Catholic schools?
BBC.
Yes, sir, you heard me. Truth.
At the end of that round, the points go to Chris Hugh and Stuart. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics and then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. Okay, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from children's books.
Yes, it is sad. I used to be on Top Gear, said Stig of the Dump.
Jack, do you have any more of those beans?
A Stringfellow? What's a Stringfellow? A Stringfellow? Why, didn't you know it has tanned leather skin and a massive libido and bad 80s hair and a grin like a pedo?
This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed at home, and this little piggy went and died horribly of swine flu.
Let's learn the alphabet. A is for adopted, like you. B is for basmati.
And as Eeyore put the noose around his neck.
No, I don't think you should shave, Bilbo, said Frodo. Those feet need waxing.
Yes, yes, Grandma. What a big TV screen you got. Said Little Red Riding Hoodie.
Who's been sleeping in my bed? Said Daddy Bear. Well, said Mummy Bear, It's been your brother Ryan, and he's a much better shag than you are.
I want to go to Tottenham, said Max. That's where the wild things are.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or as we like to call them, the Sugar Babes.
Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a handsome young prince named Dara.
Where's Gaddafi?
The railway children gesticulated wildly at the driver. You've left us behind, you wanker!
Oh dear, said Postman Pat. I've just had sex with my cat Jess. I should have gone to Specsavers.
And so Emily learned. If she'd just been a nicer little girl, Mummy and Daddy would never have got divorced.
Do you know what? Said the very hungry caterpillar. This gastric band has changed my life.
Okay, the next topic is unlikely things for a sports commentator to say.
And there's just yet another Grand Slam victory for Andy Murray.
And now we come to the javelin. If you're watching in 3D, you might want to look away now.
And here we are at the women's football, but while you're enjoying the game, please spare a thought for the men at home who are going without dinner this evening.
Well, he's stroked that through the covers. Surely it would have been easier just to pull back the duvet.
And here at the British Grand Prix, we've already had a couple of fatalities. Yes, 2 of the crowd have died of boredom.
Lewis Hamilton is 3 seconds ahead, but there's trouble at turn 17 as Dastardly and Muttley have dug a pit.
I'm here at the Green Court Bowls, and I've started cutting myself.
He's got the right hook in, he's got the left hook in, and he's finally finished putting up those curtains.
Well, welcome back after the break. You haven't missed much, just the entire Indian innings.
Now let's go back to Henley, where Claire Balding is standing with 2 cocks.
There's Rio Ferdinand. What a tackle! But enough from me. I really should let these lads continue getting changed.
Alex Ferguson has substituted Wayne Rooney. Of course, not the first time Rooney has been pulled off by a 69-year-old.
Well, what a result. The UK Somalian has beat America's Kenyan to show that the Africans aren't going to have it all their own way.
Thanks for all those fantastic statistics there, Motty. Now go and get a fucking life.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Mickey, Nathan and Andy. And that is the end of the show. This week's winners are Andy Parsons, Nathan Clayton and Mickey Flanagan. Commiserations to Chris Addison, Hugh Dennis and Stuart Francis. I'm Darwin. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Tomorrow at 10, BBC Two welcomes back Stephen Fry with Alan Davis, Sandy Toksvig, Lee Mack and Jimmy Carr playing I Spy on QI. And more laughs with Lee Nelson on BBC Three right now, and join Mickey Flanagan again on Epic Win, Saturday night, BBC One at 5:25.